Is it just a fantasy, or are most high-value men enjoying sexual encounters with new women every night? You may ask yourself, how are they doing it? In this video, we will explain the top 5 ways a high-value man deals with the multiple women they are seeing after sex happens. Starting with Number 1. Don't call, text, or message her once you've begun having sex. One of the key rules high-value men follow for dating multiple women simultaneously is to refrain from contacting them after you've engaged in sexual activity. Reach the point of intimacy, and then discontinue communication. Only respond to her calls or messages. This approach allows her to understand that you're not pursuing a committed relationship and will only engage with her when she reaches out to meet you. Dating multiple women differs from courting a single woman and working towards a committed relationship. When courting one woman, it's typical to proactively text, talk on the phone, or meet in person a few times per week. However, when dating multiple women, it's crucial to stop calling or texting after the initial sexual encounter. It's acceptable to interact with her on social media by leaving comments or liking her photos, but refrain from initiating conversations via text or phone calls. Beyond that, adopt a waiting stance and let her be the one to initiate contact. When she does reach out, don't always respond immediately or answer every time. Sometimes reply right away or return her call promptly, while at other times respond after an hour or two, or even the next day. If you're consistently the one initiating contact, she will assume you want to be her committed boyfriend. Instead, let her take the initiative after the sexual encounter has occurred. When you do answer her call, keep the conversation brief and positive, focusing on the purpose of the call, that is, finding out what she wants or suggesting a meetup, rather than wasting time on random topics. If she asks to see you but you're occupied on the day she suggests, propose an alternative time. If you're available to meet, that's fine, but be cautious about seeing her too frequently. If your goal is to date multiple women, you must spend time with multiple women. Avoid spending excessive time with a single girl. Meeting once a week is ideal. Meeting twice a week may give the impression of a boyfriend or girlfriend scenario, while 3 times a week essentially commits you to one girl. In reality, if you're genuinely dating multiple women and actively pursuing your life goals, you won't have the time to see her more than once a week. Failing to maintain a balance of meeting once a week, or less, while also pursuing your life purpose can make it challenging to control your emotions. You will start to get an eagerness to see her, feelings of loneliness and boredom. Number 2. Be honest about seeing others. After engaging in sexual activity with a woman a few times without displaying signs of desiring a committed relationship, it is common for her to inquire about your involvement with other women, or the direction of your relationship. The most effective approach in this situation is to be forthcoming and truthful with her. However, to soften the impact and preserve her self-esteem, you can also inject some humor into your response instead of immediately providing a serious answer. Some women will respond with laughter and interpret this lightheartedness as an indication that your connection is purely casual, implying that you are no longer pursuing anything serious at the moment. So after confirming to a woman that you will indeed be seeing other women, draw her into you, hug her, start kissing her neck and grabbing her butt at the same time. In other words, begin to lovingly devour her, firmly caressing her all over her body, and then have sex with her. Instead of being pulled into drama and useless conversation about committing, use your masculinity to lead her and yourself out of that conversation and into a more enjoyable emotional state of being. A high-value man will turn her on and love her in the way that she really wanted at that moment. She would look at him with excitement, hoping that somewhere deep in his mind, he would only want to be with her. She would hope that if she gave him enough sexual pleasure, he would realize that she was the girl for him. During those moments, a woman often tries her very best to please you during sex, in the hope that you will possibly change your mind and commit only to her. Number 3. Don't get caught up in her emotions. It's inevitable that when you're dating multiple women simultaneously, you may unintentionally hurt someone's feelings. This is simply a consequence of having multiple women in your life at once. However, it's important to make an effort to prioritize her emotions without leading her on. For instance, when faced with questions like, "Am I not enough for you?" some men may respond insensitively, leaving her feeling inadequate. The appropriate response in such situations is to assure her that you find her attractive and enjoy her company, but you're not seeking a serious commitment at the moment. If she no longer wants to see you and prefers to explore other options, encourage her to do so. While you may break a few hearts along the way, remember that desirable women also disappoint many men in their lives, so don't be too hard on yourself. Number 4. Don't give up dating other women unless you're ready. Some women may not appreciate the fact that you're seeing multiple women simultaneously. This could be because they prefer exclusivity, or they're hoping to find a partner who can't attract other women and will commit to them for that reason. Such women may demand that you stop seeing other women and focus solely on them. If you want to maintain multiple relationships, you must be prepared to risk losing some women along the way. If you're not willing to let go of a woman, then you're not ready to start dating multiple women at once. When a woman insists that you cut ties with others and commit to her alone, only agree if you genuinely want to make that commitment. If you're only interested in a sexual relationship with her for the time being, simply laugh off the situation and let her know that you'll consider her request. Why not say no outright? In most cases, women make this demand to hear you say, "Okay, I'll only see you," and it boosts their self-esteem. However, they understand that you'll continue seeing other women, and they're fine with it. They just want to push you to commit to them. Number 5. Maintain distance from her family. When couples progress from casual dating to establishing a committed relationship, it is customary for them to introduce each other to their respective families. However, when a man of high value is dating multiple women simultaneously, it is advisable to avoid meeting her parents or family if possible. In the event that she extends an invitation to a family gathering, attending is acceptable as long as she is fully aware of the fact that you are dating other women and that exclusivity is not part of the equation. It is crucial for her to understand that you are not seeking a serious relationship. If she is accepting of this arrangement, then meeting her parents will not be a significant issue for her. Nevertheless, if you have been deceitful and have falsely portrayed a committed relationship, she may feel deeply disappointed and hurt when you eventually end things or reveal the truth to her. Thanks for watching another episode from the Myron Gaines Mindset, aka The Punisher.